Hey guys, how's everyone doing out there? So, not seen anybody in the chat yet. So, nobody here yet. But let's see what's going on. Anyways, today it's welcome to a Thursday morning, and we will see who all shows up. But yeah, go ahead and plug this in. Not sure how many will show up. Usually everybody shows up a few minutes late. So I got 2 likes, 3 likes. Okay, we got a couple people out there. So hey, come on in. We're just we're going to be talking, and so I need to have some people talk to me. After all, it's about what's on your mind. And as soon as Lori shows up, I got something special for Lori. She was asking off of last night's not night before last live. Hey, there you are, Scott, Hidden Valley Homestead. You up in the crane? Yeah, I decided to try a morning one here just to see what happens and see who all shows up. You know, sort of like follow after Corsair Trainers. He does a morning one. Of course, I'm probably an hour earlier than what he normally does it, so I'd be doing that. Yeah, you're hanging iron. Yeah, so it's just going to be chit chat. So I guess you can listen all day today, or at least for a couple hours here. Oh man. Yeah, at least we didn't have any snow today. Right now the temperature here is 30 degrees. So what temperature, do you know what temperature it is out there, Scott? Hey, Tibor. So, yeah, get the right button there. There we go. Now I'm back. Okay. I'm doing multiple things here, guys, checking the temperature and weather and stuff, everything else. Yeah, so our weather is, we're clear today. High supposed to be 37 here in southern Idaho. And tonight, though, we're supposed to have a 70% chance of snow. And then tomorrow, it's snow likely in areas of blowing snow with a high of 32. And then Friday's the low is 15, and then it gets clear for several more days until 20% chance of snow on Tuesday. So, anywho, that's how we're doing here. Hey, Anthony. No, what's up? It's whatever you guys want to talk about. So we're going to be staring off to the side here a little bit because I know the YouTube stream comes a lot faster than the StreamYard. It takes StreamYard a second to catch up. 37 or Tibor is. Hey, Scott, you got a thermometer up there in your crane up there above LA? Ooh, wind chill makes it 29. Actually, I didn't see what the wind's supposed to be doing here. We got 10 miles an hour wind blowing to, it says it's blowing to the east southeast, so it's changed direction a little bit. Usually it's blowing to the northeast by northeast. And its humidity here is 53%. I wish we had 53% inside the house. We got a lot less. It's only 29% humidity in the house right now. Oh, you were canning all night. Cool. Yeah, the doctor and the nurse, the husband and wife team that was on last night on Southern Ohio Prepping's channel, they're going to they were on there longer than what they had planned on. They were on for about an hour and a half. Some great information. Tibor, I hope you got everything you needed from that. All right, 69 there with where Anthony is. And I don't know if you guys don't know or not, Hidden Valley Homestead, that's my twin brother from another mother. He's a heavy equipment operator. He's running cranes down some of the big cranes down there in LA, you know, for setting up buildings and stuff. So he's way up in the air, looking over things. And but anyways, the couple, they have a lot of really cool videos on their YouTube channel, and so cool. Glad to hear that, Tibor. Yeah, I found a link there. I see that one link up there for you, what I could find on Google about it. But there's a lot of cool stuff out there. Yeah. Excuse me. You drink water here. Even though it's wintertime, everybody, remember, you still got to hydrate. So, and my thing on my mind right now has to do with Virginia, and so cold front is coming in tomorrow. Ugh, not good, Anthony. Yeah, the guys out there in Virginia, well, not in Virginia, the ones heading out to Virginia. The problem, what's going on right now, Virginia just passed the state of emergency, whatever it is, you know, because there's so many people saying stupid things about what they're going to do when they get to Virginia. And that's what's causing the problems. That's giving ammunition to the Democrats. And so they say, oh, we better pass a state of emergency, and we're going to ban all firearms in the city of Richmond, and we're going to do all this other stuff here because they're coming here saying they're going to stir up trouble. Well, that's the problem. There's too many people that heading back there that are, saying they're going to stir up trouble. So what happens? The far left wing nuts react and they start passing crap laws, to counter it. Whereas everybody would be talking to calm and careful and say, hey, okay, we're just going to go back and we're going to present our concerns to the legislature. We're going to send in a representative and be all nice and simple like that. They wouldn't have an excuse to be passing these stupid little, emergency, event laws or whatever they're doing. That's right, Anthony. It's going to backfire on a lot of people going back there. And the big problem is, we know who, Auntie and her nuts, are going to be there to being paid to stir up trouble. So, yeah. Okay, so Scott says it's 48 up in the sky there in LA, and he's got another storm rolling in. I hear what you're saying, Tibor, but I don't think it's really a red herring. I think that they're using what's going on as an excuse to disarm the populace. I mean, when Obama signed that proclamation with the UN saying allowing UN troops in the United States to help disarm the populace and to agree to disarm the populace, that was one of the biggest friggin' mistakes he ever made. I mean, I wish Trump would just go ahead and revoke that whatever proclamation, whatever it was that Obama signed for the UN, and just say, nope, all UN troops out of the country. We don't need you here. Hey, Blue Healer. Yeah, you're right, Scott. It is an excuse to push their agenda to agitate constitutionalists. I mean, I posted a really cool response to someone's on meme on just lost it on Facebook. So, but it was, let me see if I can bring it up here, show you guys here it. But yeah, things were really going off. Hey, it's Schick Happens. Is it Schick or is it Schick Happens or is it the Schickster? uh, yeah. People need to realize that going and it's already, the law has already been passed in Virginia. It's gonna go forward. You know, going in there, screaming and yelling, um, doesn't get the proper response from the lawmakers we want. It's going to take legal action, and it's actually going to take the people of Virginia getting out. When they did the redistricting back there were a lot of the areas did not have a Republican representative because they did it so quick, so late in the game that they weren't able to get people to run against the Democrats. The Democrats was just a shoe-in, and so they need to get out, get someone up to run for these different assembly seats and get it taken back from the demons. Okay. Yeah. That's what's on mine. What's on your guys' mind? Yeah, T-Bar, it will probably reach be able to reach the Supreme Court unless one of the federal district courts stomps on it really quick and the state doesn't appeal it. So there's all sorts of different possibilities of things that could happen. So let's see here. Drop this down. Okay, I'm going to throw this other one up here. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see it on your. There we go. I think this one here is funny. Yeah. The Democratic Party of today is not the Democratic Party of the early 60s or the 50s or the 40s. Yeah, it's a socialist party now. Hey, all right, JC. Yeah. And there's also and just the problem is with the new Democratic Party and their thing, they're trying to rewrite history and say all sorts of screwy stuff. Did I say that other one there? No, I didn't. But the one of the reasons the quote Republican Party was created was because the Democrats were pushing slavery, and so the Republican Party was formed to stop slavery. When the Civil Rights Amendment was passed, not one, zero, nada, zip Democrats voted for it. Johnson was going to veto it until it passed with enough majority that that his veto would have been overridden. But now the Democrats are saying, "Oh, we're the ones that passed the Civil Rights Initiative." No, you weren't. You were the ones voting against it. Yeah, what we got here? So yeah. Kennedy was a fairly good Democratic president. I think going back, I think Delano Roosevelt was a better one, but that's just my personal opinion. Everybody's allowed to their own opinion, and so my opinion holds about as much water as my water bottle is. Oh, I got to throw that one up here. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of interesting things here. Nobody's seen Lori yet. Okay, because Lori was asking about some battery systems for CPAPs and stuff, and I had some information I was going to pass on to her when she gets in here. All right. Yeah, the founding fathers were very specific in forming a republic, not a democracy. And the thing is that the United States is not a democracy. We are slowly sliding into one. The big difference between a republic and a democracy, a republic, anyone from any class, any citizen at all can run for an elected office. In a democracy, which we are slowly becoming, you can only run for an office if you are from the elitist class or the upper class. And that's one of the big differences right there, is that it's a slippery slope to a word I'm looking for, dictatorship. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Dictatorship, democracy, both begin with D. Oops. Anyway, yeah, you're right, Anthony. Democracy is getting the mob rule. Well, in democracy, they can also say that if we want to take your stuff, everybody says we want to take your stuff. They got to take your stuff. In a republic, there's rule of law, and you can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, the couple of the last pictures I've seen of our favorite Nancy is, man, her face looks like it's a Barbie doll that's been put in a microwave oven and started crinkling up, and makes me wonder about her. I mean, some of the things she says, I swear she is suffering from dementia and Alzheimer. But yeah, and California is right there with Virginia and trying to ban firearms. California already tried and they got shot down on their total ban. But if Virginia is successful, then California will be the next state to jump right on it, and New York. And that's one of the reasons why I'm getting out of California, or California, and heading to the free state of Idaho, where just last year they passed the law saying you don't need to have a permit to carry a firearm in the state of Idaho. Carry it concealed. It's been an open carry state. Now it's a concealed carry state. You don't need a permit. Yeah, T-Bo, you're probably very right there. Let's see here. Story where someone said to Benjamin Franklin, "You made a constitutional republic," and he said, "Yep, if you can keep it." And that's the problem. We have to work to keep it, which means, the biggest problem I see with the Republican Party is we've gotten lackadaisical and complacent, and not getting out there and voting and pushing the constitutional agenda to keep our rights. Yeah, it's just one of those things that we need to get out there, vote, get together, take back our city governments, take back our county governments, take back our state governments, so we can take back our federal government. But that's my personal opinion. If you want to see some interesting stuff on the Constitution stuff, there was that mini series on John Adams and them, how they were writing the Constitution and everything else, and everything went back and forth, and the Bill of Rights and everything else that went on to it. Yeah, they were very concerned about a dictatorship or oligarchy working into the country. What we got going over in the chat? Okay, there's going to be a South Carolina's going to have a battle over it too, huh? Yeah. Well, that's when you need to you know, get some organizations together and get recall initiatives out there and recall. You know, if your attorney general's going wingnet on you, you need to recall them and get them out of there. Yeah, because if people start doing recall initiatives, the demons are going to go, oh crud, we need to calm this down. They start pulling a few of them out and tossing them, to the wind and saying that you're out of here. Yeah, that's what it's going to take, is to get them to stop, because they're on a roll and they think they can't be stopped. And we need to get together politically and vote and stop them. Out there shoveling the snow, huh, Tyler? And yeah, let's just say, yeah, we just, we need to get together, people, and that's unfortunately that's the thing with the Democratic Party, and unfortunately some of the later Republican presidents and stuff. They keep referring to the United States as a democracy. We are not a friggin' democracy. We are a republic. And because we've had all these, presidents after Kennedy and stuff referring to us as a democracy instead of a republic, all the new people coming into the country, oh, it's a democracy, I need to be a Democrat because that's democracy. No, we are a republic, and we need to make sure all new, as all the new citizens coming in register as Republican. Yeah, it sounds like the Tibor, you need to get the NRA needs to get behind and start put some of their money behind a recall initiative there. Yeah, exactly, Tibor. The Pledge of Allegiance, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. And unfortunately, they're trying to turn in for the democracy, which takes rights away from everyone. And that's the thing is they spin saying that, oh, the Republicans are the one percenters and da, da, da. Well, you look at it, you see how many of the ultra rich are not Republican, they're Democrats. But the Democrats are hiding that fact from the public by just pointing, with their mainstream media, which they have locked up, and doing things that they, anyways. Yeah, let me go ahead, put that up there. Exactly. It's just, but we got to do it. We got to start at the lower levels. Something else is I saw, which I thought was pretty cool. See if I can get this one open up here, show you guys. Get it up here right. Talk about mainstream media. Come on. Okay, it doesn't want to do that right. Okay, let me throw this up here for you. If you guys can make it out. We got our favorite little spoiled brat on the left there. And basically, what is she? She's a child. She's not a scientist. She repeats propaganda she's been fed. And she gets 24/7 news coverage. Person on the right is Dr. Judith Curry, is a climatologist, chair of the School of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, Georgia Institute of Technology, 2002 to 2013, member of the National Research Council's Climate Research Committee, has published over 140 scientific papers and books on climate. And she says it's a hoax about global warming. She gets zero media coverage from the far left mainstream media. So, yeah. What do we got back over here? Okay, did it. So, yeah. And that's what the impeachment thing was, all smoke and mirrors. And they're passing stuff that's, because everyone's attention is focused on the impeachment, and the wingnut media is doing the same thing. They're focusing on that because, hey, they're throwing that up there, and they're focusing on that. So they're not focusing purposely. They're not focusing on any of the bills that are being passed. So, yeah. Yeah, Anthony. I'm going to throw both those up there first. So, yeah, every unconstitutional law is no law at all. And then, all right, yeah. And there's probably a little bit more to it than just that. I'm willing to bet they were trying to use Emergency Powers Act and stuff because of the subversion that was going on. But Tibor, you're right. He said that back when he was in his lawyer days, in Washington ruins good people. Hey, McCoy's Oak Hill Farm. So, has nobody seen Lori yet? Okay. I had something special for her. Yeah. So, Anthony, let's change the subject a little bit, if you guys don't mind. What were you canning last night that you weren't able to make SOPs live with Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy? What was the good stuff you were canning? Yeah, I just found some good canning supplies on sale on Amazon. Deer chili. Ooh, ooh. All right, everybody. We're heading over to Anthony's place for some deer chili. Yeah. Yeah, our one of our neighbors here in town here has just processed 140 rabbits, and my daughter's supposed to be getting a bunch from them. And so my wife brought up a Instapot for her to do stuff in, and so hopefully she'll start making some chili and some other stuff like that, and get some of those rabbits and make some rabbit chili. Because I know the boys actually will eat the chili. The one, her oldest has autism, and he's very picky on some of the things he eats. But chili is one of the things he will eat, as well as hot dogs, finally. Still can't get him to eat hamburgers. Now, it sounds un-American, doesn't it? But he likes hot dogs. Cool. All right, everybody, keep an eye out for Anthony's video on his deer chili. That's going to be good. Howie! How you doing, Howie? Yeah, Scott, we do when my wife does chili and stuff. Sometimes she'll cook up the cornbread for us. Oh yeah, I'll put it in the bowl, lay the cornbread out, butter it up, and then put the chili on top of it. But one of the things that most people, everyone talks about, some place in the 60s invented a dish with chili and spaghetti and everything else, but they don't realize that Bob's Big Boy, Bob's Big Boy holding it up, that they used in the Austin Power movie. Okay, Bob's Big Boy back in the early 50s was serving a bowl of spaghetti with chili on it and a slice of cheese on top of it. And they've been doing that since long before I was born, because my mom used to work there as one in the original first Bob's Big Boy diner. She was one of the she worked there as a waitress there. So yeah. All right, Howie, what's the temperature like up there where you're at? Because the weather pattern has changed here. Instead of blowing north by northeast, it's blowing east by southeast. So it turned 90 degrees on us, and it's blowing from you to me. So what's the weather like up there on the island? Oh, the temperature is 0. That's Celsius, right? All righty. Yeah. Yeah, at least I'm hoping you're talking that 0 is Fahrenheit and not Celsius. If it's 0 degrees Celsius, oh, that's really cold. Yeah, Scott, I heard, who was it that was talking about that? Not Imagineer Wood. One of the other guys up there was talking about, you got more, he's about 20 miles south. You said your place was getting a lot of snow up there. So yeah. Yeah, so you're gonna make sure you need to get that. Make sure it's at least a 35 horsepower tractor you get up there, that you can put the quick change bucket attachment on it and the hydraulics on it, so you can put a front end snow blower on your tractor. Yeah, I tried to make that video as hilarious as possible, but we picked up that cheap little snow blower on Amazon a couple of years ago, and it works pretty good on the concrete, so long as nobody has been out there walking on it or driving on it. If you have someone drives into the garage and you now have the tractor, you hit that tractor, that snow blower, and it skips and bounces over it. Yeah, this is my newest hat. The wind was bad, lost hydro and wood heat. Checking out the neighbors. Cool. Good for you, Howie. Covering your neighbors there. Yeah, Scott. Yeah, it was Jeremy of Living the Dream. He was talking about your place up there, all the snow you're getting in northern Idaho. We've gotten more snow here this year than we normally do for a winter. And it looks like when we first bought this place back in 2016, supposedly they had a storm, the worst winter storms and stuff for 20 years or something like that. It looks like we're having a repeat this year. Thank you, Scott. Yes, everybody, please pound the like button. We got 16 watching and only 11 likes. I'm hoping you guys are liking it. Hardneck Farms. Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, so yeah, the wind is definitely picking up to a more easterly direction across the United States. You know, I'm going to have to go look at the jet stream. Say it sounds like the jet stream is flattening out a little bit, which is not going to be good for us. Hey, Tibor, just so you know, the vast majority of DHS employees are pro Second Amendment, pro Constitution, and they are just gnashing their we were gnashing our teeth through the abomination presidency. And it's just like, it's just, all we could do not to just to have a mass walkout. All right. Ryan the Gamer, hey, how you going? All right. Oh, I got 14 and 14 showing up on my screen here. So thank you, everybody. Howie, so you have one solar panel and need to invest in more? All right. Give me a second here. I want to show you something. Bring this up here. This is what's currently on Amazon. I'm going to put up my pack here. So right now, Renogy has a 100-watt 12-volt panel for 118, and all the stuff I need, mounting pieces. They got a 2-pack for 218 100-watt panels. They also 119 on that one. Now you got the total kit with the controller, the 30-amp controller, and your splitter and stuff for 257 right now. So yeah, 257 with everything and 218 with just the just panels, and you got to get your own stuff there. Yeah, over the years, I was at first years and years ago, I started getting those 45-watt panel systems from Harbor Freight, and they worked okay for keeping some batteries charged up when I was running just a chest freezer on it. But after a while, because they take up so much space, and you're only getting 15 watts per panel, and the panel size are basically half the size of these Renogy 100-watt panels. And so I started getting the 100-watt panels, and I got 21 of the 100-watt panels now. And so this summer I'm going to get them put up here, and I've took them all down off the California house when we redid the roof down there, and I'm bringing them up here to I brought them up here to Idaho to put them up here. Okay, so you're warming up, so you think it'll snow on you, huh? Well, yeah. It's been weird. We've actually had some never warming up above 27 degrees here for the high and down in the teens, and we've still been getting a lot of snow here in Idaho. Uh, all right, Anthony. Go ahead and take care of your chores, and we'll see you later. Well, small town preparedness. I'm pulling a Corsair trainers. I'm just doing a simple little one where I want to just you guys in the chat to run a lot of the stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, Anthony had a wrench. Who else? Ryan the gamer has a wrench. Anthony's leaving. Actually, oh, I forgot to do that. Do. All right, I'm going to hand out some wrenches here. And all right, I'm making a bunch of Smurfs here, people. Hopefully this works. All right. Okay. Those of you who don't know, Hidden Valley Homestead is Scott with one T. That's my twin brother from another mother. We've both been in law enforcement. We've both been operating engineers. We've done a lot of the same things, and we're both from California. He's actually from Oregon, but he spent most of his life in California, and he's bought property up here in Idaho. And so we're abandoning California and coming to the free state of Idaho, where you do not need a permit to carry a concealed weapon. All right. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and all right, Howie, I'm going to give you a wrench too. So you don't need a permit to carry in Oklahoma. Do you need? Is that carry a hardneck? Is that carry concealed or open carry? Because I know Idaho was open carry for forever, and then last year they abolished permits and say you don't need a permit to carry concealed. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Blue Hill. That's one of the things we need to. We need to make sure to get everyone together. Make yeah, you can say sending letters to your representatives doesn't carry any weight, but if they get buried with 100,000 letters saying keep the Second Amendment, support it, all of a sudden they see that when it gets large numbers, 100,000, 200,000 letters, all of a sudden they see that wait a minute, these are voters, and 10, 20 letters is nothing, but 10, 20,000 is a little bit more. A couple 100,000 gets their attention. Okay, T4 price in acre in Idaho. It depends where you go. If you're around Boise, it's higher. Where I'm at here in southeastern Idaho. Oh, shoot. Let me take a second here, guys, and I will tell you. Land for sale. Jeremy. Realtor.com. We use Realtor.com because we found out that it kind of works better, gives us a better look at everything around us. Yeah. Let's see. Being COUNTY, Realtor.com. Okay, so right now I'm looking here. Have any? They're not showing any just plain land. They got stuff with houses on it. Um, let me modify the filters and bring up Tibor. How much acreage you looking for? Grampy Campy, Bear Creek's Homestead. Hey, there he is. What the heck? More filters. Okay, lot size. Minimum. I'll throw up a minimum of 2 acres. 5 acres. Okay, 5 acres. Boom. There we go. No max. Done. So in the county where I'm at, okay, all right, 21 acres land only is 48,000. And that's near the county seat of Blackfoot. 6 acres is 25,000, 24,000, 23,000. I'm just scrolling down here. Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, that's a little pricey there, but 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,200 square foot house on 37 acres is 600,000, but that's an anomaly there, guys. Yeah, 6.6 acres, 200 square foot house, 5-bedroom, 2 bath. That's in the town, or yeah, it's on the fringes of the city of Blackfoot. The county seat is 370. All right, just up the street from me, 5.1 acres, right next to town. That's 100,000. That's also got power and everything to it already. So 10 acres for 79. Yeah, there's a bunch of them here. Oh, Pulsa Studios. Yeah, you're a little bit snowy up there in Montreal. But yeah, there's let me see if I can reduce this down here to Basalt, Idaho. See what we got here just in town here. Yeah, all right. Yeah, unfortunately, right now, prices have gone up a little bit here, but still not as bad. All right, 6-bedroom, 3 bath, 2,800 square feet, 6.2 acres is 385, and that's about 15 miles north of me in Idaho Falls. But yeah, if you just do realtor.com or one of the ones to just search, I'm in Bingham County. The county north of us is Bonneville County. Then you can also look over where Scott's at up there in Bonner County and some of the other areas up there in northern Idaho. And probably a little bit cheaper up there. I know I was looking up in Adams County. Adams County is where I really wanted to go to. Hey, Gray Note. Yeah, Bonner's Ferry. Yeah, all right. 10,000 an acre near Bonner's Ferry. Now, in Adams County, I actually found in Adams County, which is halfway between Boise and Coeur d'Alene, there were a lot up there. 10 acres for $10,000. When I was looking, that of course that was 3 years ago when I was looking to buy this, or 4 years ago. So let's see, what else would I miss here? Good, everyone's talking. The let's see, going down, checking on stuff here. Yeah. Yeah, there's some good one. 10 acres for 80,000 there, Tyler. Yeah, that's a good one too. There was one I was looking at. It was $30,000 for 10 acres, but it had the well on it already, and the power line was the transmission line to pull off the power was a quarter-mile drop, which quarter mile is not much of a drop at all to get power into a place. But my wife decided she wanted to be near the grandkids here in eastern Idaho and to have a house. All right, Scott. Yeah, Scott says his price the value on his place has gone up almost 100,000 since he bought it 2 years ago. I know my place, I bought it for 130 here, 5 acres, and it's gone it's doubled in price in the 3 years since we bought it. But it's weird is every now and then we one in town here that's really cheap, and it's like, oh, we've had a little more money, go ahead and buy a second one, use it as a rental area. Yeah, it's like my place I bought in 1988. In 88 in California, I paid 142,000 for it. Zillow says it's worth 800 and something thousand now. And that was before I put the new roof on it, and the roof on it has a 50-year warranty on it. So yeah. Hey, Scott, Ryan the gamer, looks like he just followed you. He is a great moderator. Yeah, we use him a lot. A lot of us use him because he is absolutely fantastic. Oh, Grampy Campy, a little bit of news here for you. Right now, you are sitting in first place by one on my giveaway. So we're still going forward. I know just in time prepping is second place right behind you, and right behind and one behind him is Hidden Valley Homestead Scott. So the three of you are neck and neck there at the top of the contest. That's a good one. Tulsa Studios. Tap back live. There we go. Yeah. So actually, yeah. So I passed the 700 mark here a couple weeks back. So I'm closing in here on that 1,000 subscriber mark there. Gemini Homestead. Hey, electricians there. Hey, hopefully you get that figured out with your power. Losing it to one half the house. That's not good. I was watching your video before I did my live. Uh, Postal Studios, if you haven't seen my giveaway, you may want to check it out because I know you can bring a lot of people over here. But I got 1,000 subscriber giveaway going on. I got 10 placed winners, 1 through 10th place, and then I have a special grand prize winner, and the grand prize itself is worth over $450. So yeah, I'm going all out on my contest. I don't believe in just doing things halfway. Eggers and bacon. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Uh, yes. Yeah. Gemini Homestead. My first thought was when you lost power to one side of the house that it might be the main breaker, that one of the you got the double poles on it, that one of the poles may have gone bad. But wasn't able to watch all your video. I'm gonna finish watching it when I get done. Here with this. Thank you, Scott. So, what do you guys got on your mind? What else do you guys got on your mind about stuff you want to talk about here? I know we lost Anthony because he's had chores to do, but he did a bunch of canning last night. Canned a bunch of deer chili. And of course, up there, Scott's hanging iron. How high up there are you, Scott? Yeah, Scott is Hidden Valley Homestead. He's operating engineer in Southern California right now, just chomping at the bit to get out of California and get up to Idaho full time. And he's got some really cool videos out there on his stuff. But he's up there on one of those sky cranes above the metropolis of the Los Angeles area, hanging steel for a new construction. Tyler, actually, mostly the ones you really got to worry about are those that are up at Berkeley, at the university up there. They are definitely got an altered state of mind. Oh, Scott's up 300 feet in the air. And what story are you working on now? You know, what, the third, fourth, fifth story of this building, or what? Oh, T-board. Ouch. That one would have sucked. Oh, still in the hole. So she's still dropping steel down into the basement. Hey, Tyler. Yeah, we had a lot of sunflowers here this year. Um, my wife is going to be bringing. She had some huge monster ones in California there. They were like 12. The sunflowers were like 12 feet tall. I mean, seriously, I could not reach around the stem of those sunflowers. They were so big at the base, and she's got a whole bunch of seeds from it. So she's going to be bringing the seeds up this spring, and we're going to be planting a bunch more sunflowers up here with those big monster ones. Mm. Yeah, Gemini, that sounds like you may have gotten with the power lines going down. You may have gotten a little surge. You may have lost a couple of your breakers. All right, Howie. You take care and take care of those people. All right, you're doing good work up there. Uh, Everything's going fast now. I just lost it. What was it that yeah. Okay, I got to scroll back up here because everything just suddenly went on me. Oh, that's cool, Pulsa Studio. Yeah, we next year I want to go do some elk hunting down here in southern Idaho. Yeah, that's what we did with a bunch of our sunflowers here. We'd cut them off and toss them into the chickens. Okay, I'm getting caught back up. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Postal Studios. Howie is a great guy. He has a great knowledge. He has one heck of a garden, and he's very knowledgeable about the natural foods, generic, not generic, the organic foods, and all that great stuff. I mean, watch a lot of his videos 2 or 3 times to pick everything out of it all the information he gives out. All right, go deal with the guy, uh, Gemini. All right, our cabin in the woods. Take care and be safe floating that. Hey, don't throw your back out. Yeah, what I want to do is when Scott gets up there to his place up there in northern Idaho, up there in Bonner County, um, I want to hopefully Scott will invite me up for a an elk hunt up there, or get uh, Dave from Imaginator Woods, or good one of those guys up there to invite us up there. Oh, by the way, Scott, have you settled? Are you getting close to settling on a date for the get together up there? Because if the snow's melted, I will make every effort to get up there to it. Yeah, Tibor. I'm going to be talking with Joe and Amy and see if they'll come do a live on my channel in February. And I'm kind of looking at doing it on the Friday night special, and I'm actually kind of looking at doing it possibly. If see what people think about doing it on Valentine's Day, February 14th, which is a Friday. But everybody may be out doing romantic stuff, so I may do it on the 21st or on the 7th. But I got to I'll check with. I want to see what people think about that. So I was going to do a quiz video out on that. All right, Postal Studios. Take care, have fun, and try to stay warm up there. Yeah, Eggers and Bacon. Yeah, they did one last spring up there in Bonner County, northern Idaho, and there was like 20 different YouTube channels that showed up to that. So yeah, I'm going to head up there for that. Um, Tyler, did you know about that one when they did it last spring? All right, Grampy Campy's Bear Creek Homestead. Take it easy, have fun, and we'll see you around. You have a data limit. Hey, so Hardneck, what I did on mine to save on our data, I know it makes it kind of hard to see it sometimes on the when you have the YouTube up there on the bottom right, you'll see the little wheel setting. I changed the setting down to 144. So I don't use much data at all, and it yeah, it saves a lot on the data, and it doesn't buffer as much when you draw in the smaller amount. I've noticed. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Acres making in northern Nevada. When I come up here, I come up to Wells and I head up north on what is that, 93 up through Jackpot. So I know that road very well coming up there. So I'm not sure if that's near where you're at. More of a mascot role. Yeah, there was some interesting stuff going on with the homesteading communities. I know there's I just got the email on it. One going on back there with the Bayou get together, Bayou Bash. That's coming up. I believe they said on the January, February, March 28th. Unfortunately, we're still probably going to be under snow here, and I ain't heading up there. Unfortunately for that. Okay, you're west of there. Cool. Yeah. I was on I know the Broussards were talking about it. Stringfield Ridge, Overlook Valley Homestead was talking about it too. Those are some great homesteading channels back there. If anybody's not following those guys, so the Broussards, um, Overlook. So I can bring. I got all the list here up. Let me bring homestead names here. Bring that up over here. Um, Mimsy's Garden knows about it. Sampson's Farm, I believe, is up in Tennessee, but they were talking about possibly heading down. Hamilton Farms is in Florida. They were talking about it. Yeah, so Broussards and Gemini Homestead, uh, Peanuts, Peppers, Overlook was there in Tennessee. They were talking about it. Getting Started Homestead in Kentucky was talking about it. So yeah, they were talking about down there. I guess it's going to be in Louisiana. I have to look back at it. I just didn't pay much attention to it because I'm still probably going to be under snow then by the end of March because the winter doesn't end until March 21st. And actually, like last year, we had we were even we had still had we were getting snow in April. Yeah, I know. In Oklahoma. Oh, that's is the one in 20 on March 28th. It was in Oklahoma. That's the one with Keeping It Dutch, Hidden Heights Farm, and Arms Family Homestead. Yeah. All right. See you in a minute, Oak Hill. All right, Scott. Well, if you get it done, I guarantee you, I'll I'll try to even get my wife to go up there with me, which will be a feat. But I think it'd be that important to get up there. Yeah. So if anybody's not following Arms Family, the Hardneck Farms is putting up some names up there. Arms Family Homestead, keeping it Dutch, and the other one is Hidden Heights Homestead. Yeah, great, great set of guys there in Oklahoma. Got some really good information on it. Yeah, I tell you what, Tibor, I'll swap you some of that warm weather for some of the snow from here. Yeah. Okay, so it's windy at Hardneck Farms. All right, so I need to highlight that. Hardneck Farms. Add that to my list here. Every time I find out names, I add it to my list of homesteads and stuff. Okay, add that in there. Didn't pull. Okay, I'll just spell it in there then. Okay, that's what happened. Aha. Okay, try it again. The up there. There we go. And that's do that again. Look at get the name right. Oh, Leanna. Okay. A-N-A. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so what I have, throw it up here so you guys can kind of see. I got an Excel spreadsheet, and I just put the names, states, his name, her name. Sometimes they give me kids' names, and I'll toss them in there. So, but yeah, I got a fair list here. And need to go ahead and bring that back. All right. Actually, I think I misspelled Tyler's name. It's supposed to be with an E, correct? There we go. And save. Now, the reason why I use an Excel spreadsheet, because that way I can sort by what state people are in, get them all grouped in states and areas. Okay, got your name spelled right now, Tyler. Sir Tyler. Okay. Yeah. The normal is 30s, and you were almost 70 last week ago in Ohio, and that ain't right. No, that ain't right, Tibor. That is just this is just not right. Ohio should be like we are here. It's the I swear, guys, those that aren't subscribed to Uncle Al, Die Bullfrog 79, 1L in Bullfrog. He's right about the he's been right about the weather, the way things are going weird here. The jet stream has moved, and the Earth has wobbled a little bit more on its axis. I forget the percentage point. Well, it was half a degree or something like that on the axis tilt, so it's wobbled a little bit. So yeah, we're getting a little bit different weather pattern because of it. If Dave from Southern Ohio prepping, he studies that a little bit more than I do, and yeah, he could clear that up a little more. But yeah. Yeah, there. Yeah, it goes back. There are. I found a lot of channels on Idaho and a lot of channels in Oklahoma, and then I've been picking up a few more. They're scattered out there, but it seems to be northern Idaho is the mecca for homesteading YouTube channels. um, okay, let's see. All right, run some of those channels off for you. Okay, let me throw this back up for Idaho. This back up here and try to enlarge it here so you can see them all a little bit better here. So it will show up. Okay. All right. So the ones I follow the most here, actually they changed it, so I got to correct this. They've taken off the they've shortened it to just Good Simple Living, and they just sold their place in Oregon and they're living in a trailer on their property in Idaho. Hidden Valley Homestead, that's Scott. His plans to be totally moved into his house up there by September. Homesteading Family, great resource. They do a Sunday morning hour-long stuff, and it is very interesting. I usually don't watch long videos, but I watch theirs. David Imaginator Wood, we have the same type tractor. He has an 8N, I have a 9N Ford tractor. Living the Dream is up there. Martin Johnson, he's in the process of building through the winter. He is building his cabin up there, and they are inside it now. North Country Off Grid, Chad is a big shaker and mover up there. Red Poppy Ranch is south of me. Sand Hollow is here in the chat. Sand Hollow is up there. Willow Creek Homestead is south of me. And the rest of these are all up north there. But yeah, the way I found a lot of these, I think it was I was on North Country. I was on his channel. I went through those that he used to subscribe to, and then I picked up Hidden Valley Homestead, and from Scott. I got most of the others from Scott. So yeah. Yeah, I have a friend up there in Minnesota. She doesn't do a YouTube channel that much. I think she maybe puts out one video a year, if that. She does a lot of stuff on Facebook though. Yeah, Grandmother Brownie. Uh, and we got connected off that National Geo show, The Colony. That's where we got hooked up on that. What's this here? Okay, show this up here. There. Okay, so okay. Yeah. Yeah, so most of the ones in Idaho were up there in the northern Idaho panhandle area. Um, but I said I've only found four, including myself, here in southeastern Idaho. Um, Myself, Willow Creek, Red Poppy Ranch, and Broken Wheel Homestead or Broken Wagon. Yeah, Busted Wagon Ranch. Yeah. So okay, all right. Sorry. All right, where is it? Is it here? Okay, call it North Idaho. Northern Idaho hurts my ears. Sorry. Oh, yeah. There. I mean, the some of the first channels. Actually, the first channels I hooked up with was uh was Arms Family, and then Keeping It Dutch. Those were the first ones I started to follow on YouTube. And it was Daniel of Arms Family, when I was chatting with him, that he convinced me to do my own channel here. Yeah, I know it's I know you're not calling me out, but it's a good thing to get it right so I don't offend anybody up there. It's like the town, one of the towns down here. The proper scientific pronunciation of the word is basalt lava flows. But everyone down here calls it basalt. And I've heard Blackfoot pronounced Blackfoot. So yeah, yeah. Everyone kind of throws every area of the country develops its own little, what's the word? Syntax. Accent. You know, pronunciation of stuff. Yes. Daniel Arms is a an Oklahoma highway patrolman, and actually he just got transferred from patrol, or he requested, got, I guess it's kind of a little promotion thing, into the commercial division. So he works Monday through Friday, daytime hours only, and he has instead of the patrol car, he has the big old SUV, and gets goes and enforces stuff for the trucks and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, blending in is something you need to do. Yeah. So there's also there are some really great channels out here, guys. I mean, I probably watch, because I got two monitors, and I'll throw two videos up on each monitor, and I'm almost as good as Data, where I can watch 12 and still hear what everybody's saying, but I usually try to keep it down to 4. So I'll watch a whole mess of videos during the day, during my breaks. Everybody, once again, hydrate. Keep yourself hydrated during the wintertime. Yeah, people don't realize that there are more people get dehydrated in the wintertime than they do the summertime. Because in the summertime it's hot, and your mind automatically clicks in, ooh, drink water. You need water. In the wintertime, it's cooler, cold, and your body's not thinking water. subconsciously you're not thinking water. But if you're out doing anything, even though you're bundled up, you are still perspiring and you're burnt, going through water. All right. Now we got any other things people want to talk about here? I was kind of hoping that Corsair trainers would show up over here. I'm waiting for him to come over and give me a bad time on my live. He's in Southern California there, and he gives us all a bad time. He turns around and shows the camera the clear sky in Southern California, aiming it to the east there, and it's like, yeah, and he gives me a bad time about the snow and stuff up here. But he's a really great guy. He has some great information on preparedness. He doesn't go overboard. He keeps it simple. He tries to rein everybody back in with common sense. Ooh, that's unusual. Common sense in preparing. Yeah, he's not like these. He hates fearmonger porn videos where they just stir everybody up to fear. Who grows food? Well, I know my daughter had a good garden going here. I'm prepping the land, getting it ready, restoring it here. My wife wants to put in 2 gardens. She wants to put in a she calls a dinner garden, and we have 2.5 acres. We're going to start using portions of that to do corn and vining plants like squash, zucchini, pumpkins, and stuff like that. So, okay, let me check that out here. I just lost it here. Check out. There it is. Black Horse Ranch, Idaho. Take a look at that. Save that and open up a second one here. Hang on a second here, guys. I want to make sure I save that one because I want to make sure I get that one up here real quick here. All right. Control V. Black Horse Ranch, Idaho. Cool. Go to the channel and I'll watch stuff here in a minute. Yeah, I like it like that to learn about new channels and that. The one channel I deal with just south of me, Willow Creek Homestead, she pointed out one that's down in Provo, Utah that is really good. She's a city prepper, but and she has a little garden in the back. Yeah, hard knack. I know you're dreaming. You want 20 acres. Yeah, Sand Hollow. Great plan. Yeah. Our plan, my wife and I's plan is to get on, once we get everything set up here, is to get up to 7 years of food here. And we got rotational stuff already. We got, a lot of stuff already. What's that? Herb grove. Because I'm a guy and I want to because wrong one. Because I'm a guy and I want more land. Yeah, the because we were actually, when we first started looking for land, I didn't want anything less than 10 acres, and we were looking at a few. And actually, the one place I was looking at over in Adams County, the small place that was really cheap was 10 acres. The other one I was looking at was 50 acres. And yeah, it's, my wife wanted to be on the east side of the state near the grandkids, so that's why I'm over here. Ha ha ha. Yeah. We've been thinking about too. We're probably not going to get a freeze dryer. We have dehydrators. We're not going to get a freeze dryer until we have the both the dinner garden and the art orchard fully planted and developing, and the big garden on the side going. All right. Storing food for 7 years. There's a lot of different ways to store stuff. If you're doing dry goods like rice, wheat, barley, and stuff, those 5-gallon barrels with the buckets with the gamma lids are great for it. Generally, what we do is we will put a bag liner in there. We'll put the wheat in there, whatever the grain is, throw in an oxygen absorber, twist it around, zip tie it off, fold the top down, put the gamma lid on it. Gamma lid has a O-ring seal on it, and seal it up. Stuff like tomatoes and certain fruits and vegetables and stuff, a lot of times you got to just dehydrate them for long-term storage. Some times, some you can do tomato sauces and stuff, and I've not seen how long they keep before they start to go bad. It depends on how clean and good your processing is for doing it. Anthony at Palmetto Prepared does a lot of canning. He just did canned last night. He did canned a whole bunch of deer chili, and he's going to be putting out a video on it shortly. He would be someone to talk about that, because we've always done water bath canning for like jams, jellies, and stuff like that. We've done pears and peaches. When we did pears and peaches, we actually they lasted 8 years for us. We had to make sure we used added the pectin to it so they don't change color. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you can do to do it. Hey, Zombie Farmer, welcome in. And Lori's here. Lori's here. Hey. Yeah, so Anthony's going to put his video out sometime today, he said, on his canning. But yeah, dry goods store easily, and the 5-gallon cans with the gamma lids and the oxygen absorbers work great. I have stuff that my parents bought in 1971 from a company called Sam Andy. They used nitrogen in their number 10 cans, the big cans, the big cans about that big around, and just about everything that they got in 1971 is still good, except for the flour. The wheat is still good, but flour, when it was made into flour, picked up a tinny, nasty taste off the can. But the freeze-dried apple slices, still good. The banana slices, still good. That stuff, when it was freeze-dried and canned, lasts forever. And if you got a freeze dryer and you start canning your vegetables and stuff like that, once you got it freeze dried, you put it in a quart-sized jar or a half-gallon sized jar or a gallon-sized canning jar, and you just they have those uh, those processors that you know, for doing the vacuum seal bags and stuff, they also have an attachment to put over the jar to suck all the air out of there. So you drop an oxygen absorber in with it, suck everything else out, and seal it. And that'll keep 20, 30 years, no problem. There is, you know, there is a lot to learn. I've got a lot to learn on canning stuff. Like I said, I've never pressure canned, so I am learning stuff from Anthony at Pomelo Prepared, and another one, another channel called Mouse, you know, like a little mouse toes. She does a lot of canning, very informational there. And there's another channel out, Canning Ninja, I think it is, or Canning Nana, does a lot of stuff too. But for Lori, I got something for you, Lori. You were talking about your battery systems for your CPAP and for your friend. So guys, I'm going to go over to side channel, bring something up here for Lori. Okay, so Energy has the Apex is the upgraded from the Kodiak. I have the Kodiak. Ryan at Prescott Caliber Club has both, and he did on his Energy did some videos on it. This thing's lightweight, you can carry it around. This is has the ion lithium battery in it, and it when I went to scout camp, I ran my CPAP on it, one of the other guys' CPAP on it all week, and it still had charge on it. So it worked for all week for our CPAPs. I also have a Goal Zero 400, which is the lead acid battery. It'll do 2 days for us, but I also have to take then a panel. Now, the panels, you know, I was showing this earlier, folks. The right now, Renogy has the 100-watt panels. I took one panel up, and it kept my 400-watt Goal Zero, charging it every day, kept it charged for us to run our CPAPs on it. So, but you want some information on systems, powered portablesolar.com has a friend of mine here in Idaho has a bunch of stuff on it, and he's a dealer for one of them. Now this one here, the Titan, is very expensive. I can't afford it yet, but it would definitely power my entire house here when something went down. But he does. That's Ben. He's the one that does it. He reviews all sorts of solar stuff, all the different little charges and stuff. I have the Kodiak. The Energy is the updated version of the Kodiak. They added more bells and whistles to it, but you see they look almost exactly the same. He's done reviews comparing different ones, of ones that are out there. And so yeah, the ones he does reviews on, he does not accept them from the companies. He buys them himself and gives an honest review on it. So like you're looking at some of these other ones, like the one he did there, the 500. It's $500 for it, but it's got an ion lithium battery. You can get cheaper ones. This one here is a 240-watt one. It will run a CPAP. So, and it's $249. But you got to have some way of charging it up. What else here? Current. So let me go back to this one here. If I go back one. Okay, so this is the homepage for powered camppattonportablesolar.com, and yeah, he goes through and he has tons of videos on, and he has a video chart comparing all the different ones, all the different solar power ones, and it gives all the examples of them and stuff. And yeah, so he runs, does a lot of stuff, information on the inverters, and he has a lot of great information there. So yeah. Oh, Kathy's here. Oh, Kathy snuck in while I was on there. All right, so let me go back over here, find that one that Kathy put up there. There it is. Go to the tab. Okay, so I'm going to throw this back up here. This is what the one. Yep, I'm going to make it bigger. This is the one Kathy said she uses. $139. It's 155. What is it? What is it? Should I read on here? It is a 100. It's 100 watt. It has 150 watt hour power station, but it has 100 watt output on it. So if your CPAP doesn't use 100 watts, this will do it. Yeah. So there are a lot of things out here to go over. And let me go back here, scroll back up, and I want to catch some of these chat stuff here that I missed what I was talking about. All right. Urban. Okay, got the chance there. Urban Grandpa Prepper, welcome. Some farmers again, Lori, North Star. Okay, and now if you guys are looking at the side chat here, you see if you don't know what blue wrenches are, the ones that are in blue and have that little wrench to them, they're my moderators. They are my troll hunters, and they can also put in. They like you can see Kathy put in the link to the one that she has. So yeah, they help out a lot. So shout out to all my moderators for all the help you do. I really appreciate their help. Yeah. And actually, let me go ahead. I'm going to throw this one up here. Let's see, where was it here? Control C. Okay, so there is, I just threw into the chat Ben's one there. And I'm going to throw up Ben's channel. Ben has a great channel where he does all these great reviews. He has all these great videos out there. So, and this is his YouTube channel. Go over there. He's always coming out with new information on stuff. He's reviewing the big battery pack solar generators, the small ones, comparison them, runs all the equipment you need for them on them. Does great videos over there. Go over there. You subscribe to him. Let him know that I sent you over. I'm trying to get Ben to come on and do a live with me to talk about EMPs and the solar generators. He is also he has done a lot of research on EMPs and knows a whole bunch about it. In fact, he actually speaks at preparedness fairs around the country on EMP preparedness. All right, get back on this thing here. Yep, talking. Got to hydrate. Yep. So anybody else got something out there that's on your mind? Okay, for those of you just joined and didn't catch some of the stuff that was talked about a little bit earlier, last night on Southern Ohio Prepping was a very special one. We had Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy from Doom and Bloom going over, talking on stuff. I'm going to be talking with them to see if I can get them to come onto my channel in February and do a live with me in February. And so I may, they're back east, so we may, be doing it a little bit earlier than what we did last night. But you can catch if you didn't catch it, the replay is up. Great information. They had great books out there. And just some really great stuff. I picked up, let's see here, pull this over here. I downloaded for my Kindle. I downloaded their, if I can get without the glare on it here. There we go. The Ultimate Survival Medical Guide. That's Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy. So yeah. Actually, when I got ordered it on Kindle, it allows me to send it out to all my devices. So I put it on my 3 Kindles. One of my Kindles goes in my EMP bag that I got from Minuteman Prep and from Ben, and the sent it to my wife to hers, sent it to my oldest son for his. So we got it on all of ours Kindles. That way we have backups for it. It's really great. A lot of information in there. Let me pull something up here. And I'll show you here. Bring this up here and get this back up here again. And go to, where is it at here? There we go. Okay, throw this back up here. All right. These are some of the books they've put out. This is the one I got. I got the Kindle version of this one right here. Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping has this one over here, and they sent him this one here. So they got, Ebola stuff, the Ebola book, and they got a lot of information here. So they were really great. If you didn't catch the live stream last night, check it out. Hey, Broussards. Hey. Okay. We got Brett in the house. And so let me go ahead and bring this back up to here. Boom. Okay, yeah. So if you didn't have a chance to check out that live stream last night from Southern Ohio Prepping, if you go to my channel, my little video announcement I put out on it, I put the link to that video directly into the comment section, the about down below there. There's the first line, so you can go check it out straight from there as well. And actually, let me pull this down because this is an important one here. Oh, wrong one. I want this one here. Yeah, there it is. And I don't think it went right. Let's open this up here. Let's see if I bring this up here. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to throw this in here. Yeah. Okay, that's the live stream from last night with Dr. Bones and Nurse Amy. So I just threw that in there. this other one up here, back up. But yeah. Okay, hang on. Where? Okay, I missed it. I got to scroll back up here. Here's the home visit bill. No, I haven't heard about that. And where was the rest on this thing here? Where's, I know I saw something more on here. There we go. Now that has that passed, or is that still in on the floor? Sand Hollow. I mean, okay. All right, I'm going to do something here, Brett. I'm going to turn you into a Smurf here. Okay, you can now, if you could, post the some sort of link or any video link about the Bayou Bash for everyone. Just go ahead and post the link in there so everyone can know about it. Oh, it's already passed. Okay. I guess we'll have to get together and see about getting a initiative to revoke it from the people. Yeah, because that's not good. Thanks, Brett. Yeah. Yeah. So Oklahoma has their thing coming up on March 28th, hosted by Farms Family Homestead, Keeping It Dutch, and Hidden Heights. Hidden Heights Homestead doing their get together in March, and Brett's going to put up his. Oh, you like this? This is a benefit of doing stuff on StreamYard. So I can put up things like that. When I get the paid version, I can throw up a neat, cool background like others do. Probably not yet. Like he said, he saw it in the paper the day before yesterday. So it's going to be something we're going to need to get out there. Yeah. I'm going to see about talking to I forgot her name now. The lieutenant governor is more conservative than the governor, and see about getting it pulled out. Yes. On the right now, I'm on the free version of StreamYard. I get 20 hours a month, and when I get over 20 hours, it won't let me do any more lives till the 30 days is up till the 12th. I started on the 12th, so I go until the 12th of next month. So I just restarted again here. So I got to watch how many hours I do, and we're coming up on 2 hours. There it is. Okay, and Why isn't it not letting me? Okay, let me try this here. I'm going to see if I can throw this up here really quick. Let's see what that does. It's thinking. Okay. Bingo. Okay. There is the Bayou Bash 2020 Expo. June 20th. All right. There you go. There's the information on it. It's in the link that Brett threw up there. So, yeah. So, there we go. If you're down in that area back east, that's the place to be. One group that used 20 hours and 2 live chats. Those are 10-hour live chats. That's a long one. Yeah. So, yeah. In the next day or two, I'm going to be putting out another video about another contest I'm doing. I'm zeroing in on my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, but I am sorely behind on my watch hours. So I got a special. I'm coming up with another a watch party contest. So that'll be coming out, and I'll be giving away another one of those $450 knives. So that's going to be the part of the prize for that giveaway. I'm going to try to do a first, second, and third place prize on that as well. So, yeah. So yeah, we got some stuff there. Anybody have anything else that they want to throw up? I'm going to cut it off here in about 3 minutes. Do 2 hours. Try to go as long as I can before I have to pay the $25 a month for the professional StreamYard. Well, all right. So I'd like to thank everyone that came in and visited me here on my first Thursday Talk morning show. So I'm going to be trying to do this every Thursday and go for a couple hours. If I get the paid version, I'll do 3 hours like Corsair Trainer does. But right now I'm on the freebie, so I want to try to stretch out my free hours as long as possible. All righty. So everyone, yeah, OSB is free, and I got to figure out, get it hooked up, get someone to teach me on that one. In all my computer literacy, I am illiterate in adding programs to my computer. And so, yeah, if I can get OSB going, but the OSB doesn't allow me to do all these, fancy, up things. And I really like throwing stuff up and, helping, putting people's stuff out there. So, all righty. So as always, everybody, stay happy, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. All righty. Take care, everyone. Bye.